Hey golfers, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to talk about shallowing the golf club or shallowing the shaft. It's definitely a term thrown around the internet, and a lot of times we're not exactly sure what it is and what it means. So I got a really cool drill for you today. There is also something that when you are shallowing the club in the downswing, it has an effect on the club face, and you have to counter that as well. Otherwise it isn't going to work. So that's what we're going to discuss today in today's video. And if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let me know whereabouts you're watching from and if there's anything that you need help with in your golf game. Let's get started. So shallowing the golf club in the downswing, I like to think of it as the shaft is shallowing, okay? Shallowing and steepening are the two phrases I'm going to use here. What do I see most? What do most golfers do? They're going to get to the top and the shaft, you think about it, shallow would be this way, steep this way. Very common to see that from the top pull down. This doesn't necessarily mean that you are an over the top golfer, because a lot of people will pull down steep and learn then to stand up, drop it back in an attempt to shallow it and actually hit from the inside, and that's not what you want. Others are going to steepen the shaft and commit to that, pull down and then cut way across the golf ball, very steep. Others are going to go down steep this way, back out of it. So you can see how it's a pretty damaging move. I'm going to pull up on screen a little sort of video of a few golfers in noticing what the shaft does in transition. Okay, so transition is what it does from top to down. So that little bit in here, okay, you watch that video, what are you going to see at the top? That club head is always going to move this direction, never that way. Okay, now a really simple way to think about this: all of your clubs will have a center of gravity. Try and find mine here. There, okay, where it balances. Now this is the point that I want you to think about shallowing in transition. Okay, if I go to the top of the backswing and I think about that point, then I want it to go that way. Okay, there as I start down. Now you can take my word for it, when you shallow, your body will behave massively different. It will be able to turn, rotate, use it correctly, and it actually, for me anyway, definitely, and a lot of my students, happens automatically. Okay, so really simple drill to get this center of gravity to shallow in transition. What I want you to do, you will not hit shots like that. You could try if you want, but you might hurt yourself. Okay, so we're going to take the top of the backswing. We're going to take our left hand and we're going to grab just below the grip. Okay, and I want you to push that motion of the club shallowing. So we're at the top, we're here, we're shallowing the club that way, the shaft rather. Okay, not that way. So top, left hand off, push. Now as you do this, you can start to maybe rotate a little, start to feel what that's like where it puts the right arm. Really nice delivery position. Okay, nice little way to get a feeling for what's happening. Okay, now I mentioned at the start of this video, as you shallow the club, something happens to the club face which you have to counter, and that is when you shallow, the face will open. Okay, so what we don't want to do is have a swing to the top, this lovely kind of shallow move, only to come in with the face open. Because we shallowed it, that counters it. We're going to have to close that in some way. Okay, and that's why I call it, say, a counter move. Now as we shallow, I know it's pretty mad, but honestly it is such a, like, tour players, beginners, everybody in between, these guys no doubt are all shallowing that club. Okay, so if shallowing opens, we need to close. How are we going to do that? We are going to, from the top, you could think of this right wrist or left wrist. Left wrist has to work this way, right wrist has to work that way. You might want to think of both. Okay, I know that some people struggle to feel it with their left and say their right's easier. Other people say the right doesn't work. They like to feel the left. Okay, it's almost like a twisting that way. Okay, so you're at the top with the right hand if that's the feeling you go for. As you shallow, I want you to try and turn your palm back towards the camera here. See that? So top, shallow, and I am twisting that hand, the palm back to you guys, and you can see that that closes the face for me. Allows me then to use a hell of a lot more strike out of that golf shot for me. Working on that. Okay. Left hand, what could you feel if left is the one you want to go for? I like the feeling of right myself, but being a right-handed golfer, but funny, I am left-handed when I write and everything else that I do, but definitely golf right side. Imagine how good I would have been if I had to play golf left-handed. Probably not even as good. Okay, top. Gonna go with the left. Now you want to try and shallow, yes, but push the back of your glove. It's a good time to talk about my glove. If you're anything like me and you like to wear a good quality leather glove when you're playing golf, but don't fancy the high price tag, well, go and check out my channel sponsors page, gxgolfgloves.com. Really good quality glove at a fraction of the cost. Use code David at checkout and you'll save yourself a nice little bit of cash as well. Okay, so that motion, again, closing the face, allowing me to shallow and close and hit. Okay. It's a tricky move, and I know it is because I try it myself, but I can guarantee you, I can even feel it on those as I'm doing that, because my tendency is, without a doubt, to steepen the shaft. Now, I do a pretty good job coming in here, trying to save all of this at the bottom. Can play pretty decent, but there's no doubt it's not the right way. And I work on this, and when I get it, you will feel here. So shallow, right wrist back, nice position to hit from. Okay, see the distance creeping up. 148, that's the low wedge I'm using. Not really. It's an 8-iron. Okay, so you can see, and I can really feel that. Get the feeling of the transition here first with shallowing. You want to do that and push right back. That's good. Face is all good. Then you'll start hitting shots like here. Shallow, feel this. Now from here it's all body and through. 150. Maybe I don't need the gym. Alright guys, really tricky one. Thanks for sticking with me. This will make such a difference to your golf swing, regardless of who you are watching this, I promise. Shallowing the shaft is important. Remember your point. Check it. Imagine that point getting to the top, dropping that way, and counter that open face with some right wrist, palm, back to the camera, or glove back to the camera, and then literally turn. Let's see if we can get a bit more distance with this feeling. So here, there, try it in one. No. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and honestly, don't be shy. Put something in the comments if you want something looked at in your golf swing, and I can help you out, make a video, and help others in the process. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next one.